Hey guys, welcome to my first intensity day on Naturally Enhanced. It's also my very first workout footage on this channel, so hooray for me, leave a like. And we're starting this workout off with paused overhead press. So I'm basically leaving a slight pause for like half a second at the bottom position, so right at my shoulders. And the bar that I'm using is 55 pounds, okay? So if you see the caption on the screen showing something that looks odd, that's because the bar is 55 pounds, not 45. The 45-pound bars at this gym are all bent out of shape and they're really difficult to use. I wasn't feeling 100% at this weight and beyond, like for the rest of the workout, because I think I might be coming down with a virus or something. Everyone in my house is sick. So yeah, and by the way, I really am a novice. I'm just really good at overhead pressing. I can't even bench 200 yet. Alright, so this is my max effort attempt, 125 for a triple. That's 1 rep, 2 reps, and here we go, 3 reps. I got it. Leave that like if you haven't yet. I don't know what you're waiting on. Now on to my second exercise, parallel box squats. I was starting to feel worse at this point, so I decided not to go for a triple on box squats. For an exercise as heavy as this, I decided I'll just go with 3 fairly heavy singles, so as to not make myself worse. I mean, sometimes you have to be wise about it. You might want to go heavier, you might want to do more volume, but if you're not feeling up to it, if you're feeling sick, just take it easy, at least just for that day, and come back stronger next time. Oh, and by the way, my leg strength may not seem proportionate to my upper body strength. You might think I should be stronger, and I am, or rather I was, but sometime last year I was working up to some deadlifts. I don't remember the weight, it was over 300 pounds, and the stupidest thing happened. In the middle of the rep, I sneezed, and I tweaked my lower back a bit, so I had to take some time off from squatting and deadlifting. And yeah, I could have done other stuff like maybe some front squats and like maybe leg press, leg curls and that stuff, but I'm very lower body dominant. You may not be able to tell here, but I really am. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna lay off volume and intensity on my lower body for now and let my upper body catch up, and that's what happened. And now I'm you know, now that my upper body has gotten a head start, I'm back with the heavy leg training. Well, heavy for a novice. And I left in this clip here of me adding on the plate to the bar there to get my 215, because it sort of looks the same from this angle and how the lighting is. It looks like the 195. If I had just, you know, said, oh, you know, this is 215 without showing that clip, some people might think, you know, I'm lying, but I left it in just to show you that I'm not. So I did 215 here for 3 singles. I mean, they didn't feel that hard. I definitely could have gone heavier, much heavier, but I didn't want to, you know, take the risk of making myself feel worse. You know, I decided to use at least some wisdom. I already got my triple for overhead press, so this is my last single here. As you can see, it wasn't difficult. Alright, here we move on to some bent over rows, and oh my gosh, these felt horrible. These felt so horrible. While doing these, I kept on telling myself how smart I was for not maxing out on squats, because oh my gosh, that would have been so bad. So at this point it doesn't feel good. This is when I really started to feel like, oh my gosh, I almost stopped at this weight. But then I was like, nope, I can't. I mean, this is intensity day. I should at least try to go heavier. And I did, though I probably should have gone with 115 instead of 125. But I did go with 125. I regretted it while I was doing it, but I still did it. I don't know if you can tell, but I was struggling on these. It doesn't look that bad, but I really was struggling. At this point, you're probably wondering, where's all the yoke training? Naturally Enhanced was created to get yoked, right? Well, getting yoked out of my mind isn't my primary goal, but I will be doing all my trap training, all my volume days, as well as my neck work will be done at home. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. Alright, and here we go with incline close grip bench press. Again, everything is with that 55-pound bar. Don't forget that. Okay, now bench pressing in general sucks for me, but incline close grip bench press is by far the worst, especially with a pause, because one side of my sternum is higher than the other. So with the close grip, it really brings the bar down to that exact point where it feels the most awkward, because it sort of misbalances. At that point, it's sort of like a seesaw action you get there. Now, coming up here, you'll see what could have been my trip to Snap City. I could have died, and you just have to wait for it on my next set. Well, my next attempt at a set. Okay, so here we go. Look at that. I don't know who set the benches that close. That's how I found them, and my bar hit the other guy's bar on the flat bench next to me. And if I was going for a max, that could have been a disaster. There's no way I would have been able to move that. I could have, I don't know, maybe torn a pec or like crushed myself. I don't know. I mean, the weight isn't that heavy enough to crush myself, probably not, but you know, I could have damaged myself somehow, maybe my shoulder, I don't know. But thank the good Lord, none of that happened. I wasn't going for a max on incline bench. So I just adjusted the bench, make sure, you know, it's clearly away from the bar that other guy is using. And I finished up my sets. This weight felt challenging, but it wasn't all that heavy. I could have probably done 135, 3 sets of 5, but you know, in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't, simply because of that little accident that we had, or nearly had. Well, I guess technically we did have it, because I did hit the bar. And I got it, all 5 reps. Alright, now here we go with some standing easy bar curls. These felt really good. In comparison to all my compound exercises, it was a nice relief to, you know, move on to the isolation. It felt good, and you know, it just boosted my mood in general, because you know, sometimes you go to the gym and your workout is going terrible and everything is just terrible, and you know, that's kind of what was happening with me throughout this entire workout, you know, from not feeling well and almost going to Snap City and the bench press. This was different. I know I got a decent pump in my biceps, and you know, it didn't feel as fatiguing as anything. I know it might look like I'm using a lot of momentum and swinging the weight, but that's just the way the weight sort of moves my body as it's coming back down. I'm not really using much momentum going up. So this isn't a cheat curl. I'm actually mainly using my bicep here. It looks a lot more cheating than it actually is. It's pretty strict. Now I did sort of struggle on these last couple of reps, but nothing out of the ordinary as far as end of set fatigue is concerned. I still got that decent pump and I was happy. Now after the curls I did some back extensions for my lower back, but that didn't record. I didn't hit record, and I did some L-sit holds for my abs, which I only got the last set off because that's when I realized what went on. I'm not sure how much I got here, but my form is sloppy. It's my last set. I really need to work on these, so I'll be putting in a lot of effort. And that's it for this intensity day, guys. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll definitely be back with more content just like this, but better. Bye.